Steam is closed. Yes, yeah, Steam is closed. So I also had to restart my computer. I don't know what happened exactly, but like I was getting this crackling in my audio. And I couldn't imagine listening to that for 4 hours or expecting somebody else to listen to that for 4 fucking hours. That was... All right, so... Okay. Where we left off, we were trying to find I think it was the Trinity key in this area. Because we took out Victor. That was definitely a boss fight. I don't know how I feel about that one. Like I didn't mind the Puppet King in terms of like a boss fight, a good boss fight. I didn't really mind that. What do I even have? Okay. Yeah, we'll bring this along just for now. Hey, you. Go. And I'm gonna find this fucking... Okay. Well, that was, I think the only word I can think of to use for that was infuriating. Fuck out of here. I managed to at least, you know, wrap it up without losing my cool. Proud of myself for that. I've accomplished the bare minimum. I did not freak out when I let the thing shove me into a corner. Go? So basically I need to like go over this place, give it a good once over. And they gave me a good once over. Okay. Alright, I need to wake the fuck up. Oh my god. Oh yeah. The easy way to get up there that doesn't involve a bunch of bullshit. Alright, grab that. Legion magazines are always nice to have on hand. Run on over here. But yeah, we overcame our skill issue with Victor, and now we're gonna have to... Well, the question is, who's the next skill issue? Bye. I think if I just follow like the natural path that I kind of followed the first time I went through here, maybe I'll see something. So I know we're looking for like a statue or a figure of a lady, and I know it's not that those paintings because they're all over the place. That's too vague. There we go, get that guy down. You, on the other hand, I don't know what we're gonna fucking do about you. Whoop! I've already killed him once. I don't feel that I don't see a need to fight him again. Okay, fuck you. Oh my god, these fucking enemies, like, they're in the most annoying spots possible. Hey, let's, you know, I get that they're trying to, like, you're making a Souls-like. I get that. You don't have to repeat the Anne Orlando archers. Thank you, Siri bot. May we never see you again, you stupid, worthless bot fucking seller. Jesus Christ, I haven't seen one of you losers in a long time. Glad to see you gone, though. Never show up again. Is there a maximum amount of people that you can ban? I know there's like a maximum amount of friends you can have on certain friends lists and stuff like that. I always do wonder if they try to cap bans as well, because I mean that doesn't really make sense, but I think if I die again, I'm gonna switch over to the cane, because fighting that thing, or fighting in those, like, these confined spaces, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do it now, because I'm already starting to, like, get anxiety about it and shit like that. You'd be like the guy in the book that I'm reading. I need to get into fencing. There we go. Okay. Whew. Right. Okay, there's a kind of straight came up over here, huh? Yeah, there's no... nothing here. Right. But... oh god. Well... okay, I see a male puppet. Okay. Stable catalyst. Oh man. Go. Is there a third? Surprised they didn't have, like, this guy come down as like a mini boss or something like that. That would have been kind of cool. Okay. There's that maid there, but you can't really see her. They're talking about, like, the fingertips or something like that of a woman. Whamming. Right, so... Okay, and that's where we take the phone call, so maybe if it...
Bapanada.
Hey, Buffalo, how you doing, man? Sorry, I didn't... What? Oh. Kind of focused in on trying to find out where the hell this Trinity key is, because we got that, doing alright, kind of tired? Another busy day at work, or just not sleeping well? Everything alright? This... Okay. Okay. All right. Most recent Stargazer. Something I want to check before we go hunting for another door or something like that. I found the door. I found the key. That's kind of the most important part. But I don't recall if I found... We go to the entrance. Yeah, there's something here I want to check real quick. Yeah, the statues reminded me of that fountain, so I was like, okay, well maybe, you know, that's what made me think I should probably come check here. I think I found this, but somebody was I was talking to somebody about this game, and they asked if I'd found this door, and it looks like I did. Okay, so I'm missing something somewhere. I have this extra Trinity key. Alright, well, I don't know where that is. So hopefully somebody somewhere will be like, hey, you're looking for this or that. Like, I don't... Fuck, man. Alright. Who knows, maybe my informant will arrive. Let me know what the fuck I'm doing wrong, what I missed. I feel like I missed something. Right, so now we go from here onward. And if we find a Trinity door, you know, all the better. You know, now we have the Trinity key, and that was what I was looking for at the end of last stream. So the question is, do I want to... and keep this equipped for now, because well, I don't know what's up next. Just all that Bane juice that from Victor? Is that what's going on here? Is that what all those vats are? Oh, that's right. There's the, these two people are here, and they're gonna try and take advantage of me again.
Ciao, Bello. It seems you and I share a strong connection.
Talking to an alchemist is like talking to a brick wall. That's also an alchemist.
Brother, you should say hello to your friend. But it is true that we are in something of a bind. We're going to need to consult with our old friend.
You got that right, sister. Our pal is sure to help us. We didn't behave that badly at his last shindig. I hope.
A moment, please. My young brother here is slowly but surely losing his very sight, his windows to the world, to a terrible, slow-working illness. That is why I seek the gold coin fruit. It's said to work miracles, and do I ever need one? The alchemists give us just enough to keep him going, but not enough to cure, and never what they promised. We can't rely on those crucible-kissing wizards. Please, don't make me beg. He needs this. Besides, for a fellow who raided the Black Rabbit Brotherhood's den and walked out in one piece, it'll be as easy as eating your weight in bumbaloni.
Please. The gold coin fruit is the only thing that helps. Are you there? Can you hear me?
Please. The gold coin fruit is the only thing that helps. Can you spare any? As a personal favor?
Waiting for them to... Okay.
We knew you were a true friend. And generous.
That's right. I liked you from the start, you know? Just had a feeling. If you felt otherwise, that wasn't me.
Yeah, it was.
Ignore this one. When he gets excited or just feels happy, he gets chatty. But he really is grateful. We both are. On that note, I hate to borrow and run, but we have another request from the alchemist to
Hey,
take
Caddis,
care
how you doing?
of, so we will be staying
second.
behind. You'll need to go on without us, so I suppose this is farewell.
Okay.
I won't ever forget your kindness. Here, a small token, but it's a gift from the heart. Now go.
Ah! Another record. Got some music to listen to. Okay. Neurodivergent just means that your brain works differently. One quick second though. Buffalo, Stormlight Archives. It rings a bell, but I can't recall. Is that Baldur's Gate? Refresh my memory on what Stormlight Archives is from. It sounds familiar. It's not ringing a bell for some reason. Well, it's ringing a bell, just not a very specific one. So, Caddis, neurodivergent, basically, neuro for brain, divergent, Brandon Sanderson. Okay, that's why it sounds familiar. I've currently been reading The Blade Itself by Joe Abercrombie. I've actually been enjoying it a lot, actually. I feel like it takes a little bit to get started, but it's been a pretty good book so far. I think I got maybe about 10 hours. Yeah, about 10 hours left in that book. So neuro for brain, divergent meaning, not normal or different. So for like a literal translation of, brain difference, as in my brain operates differently. And there are two things that cause neurodivergence on my end. One is my ADHD, and that is officially diagnosed and on record as something that I do have to deal with. And it's starting to become a problem with certain co-workers. And the other is autism. I don't have an official autism diagnosis, but I do have an 11-year-old son who is autistic and has all the exact same, everything that the doctor is reporting to as symptoms for him are mirrored in me almost 1-to-1. So I would say that it's probably a safe bet that I'm also autistic. Luckily for me, it's high functioning, level 1. So it's just social skills and stuff like that are a bit different from normal things. So the way that I'm able to just connect seemingly disparate things in conversations, I'll start talking about Annie or something like that, and then that'll lead me to talking about a toy store or some shit. It's well, how the fuck are those two connected? Well, I play with, I use toys to play with Annie.
Wow. You need me? I was surprised when the bell rang.
I didn't think that was going to happen.
You say. And monsters. This is a nightmare. I'm living my own nightmare. Puppets and alchemists forget it. It is their secret island. A place hidden from the world. But even if we could find it, how to get there? What about anymore. But one still requires
Epilepsy?
your
No.
needs must when the devil
Epilepsy
arrives.
is
There could still be a way.
doesn't affect how your brain operates. Epilepsy is more has to do with like your eyes and like flashing lights and stuff like that. Somebody that I was friends with in high school had epilepsy.
Did a lot of the heavy lifting. Has led me to believe you can find one deep within the barren swamp.
Okay, so that's why.
It's also led me to believe it is guarded by actual monsters. So I can't make this decision for you. It's up to you.
Hey, open.
No, I'm not going to tell you the details yet.
Alright, so this guy.
We have that golden ergo. It's just not worth getting our hopes up, companion.
If epilepsy does fall under neurodivergent, I would be incredibly shocked. But from what I do know about all this stuff, and you know, please do understand that like I don't know a ton. I know essentially as much as I could have learned inside of. It's only been like a few months since I started really looking into this stuff because I knew for most of my life that I had ADHD. I didn't know about the autism until like a few months ago. And I didn't even know until a few months ago that ADHD also fell under that neurodivergent umbrella. And that's when I was just like, oh my God, this explains so much. And that so much being like all these different, you know, struggles I've had and you know, talking to people, social skills, like all that stuff was like a genuine fucking struggle for me. But I don't think epilepsy falls under there. Speaking of, well, I mentioned Annie earlier. We weren't speaking of Annie, but I did mention her earlier. We had an interesting evening last night. So as usual, I spend my Tuesdays with my girlfriend. And we decided it was time for Annie to meet her cat. Now her cat is old as fuck. He is 18 years old. And he is incredibly skittish. I've talked about him a lot. He's been on my stream when I was playing fucking Bloodborne. He was on my stream. I fostered him for a little bit, long time ago.
This place is... Okay, there's no easy way to say this, but it's a public graveyard. Humans call it an illegal dumping site. The city tried to stop it, but eventually had much bigger concerns. If the Grand Exhibition's horrific solution spread this far too, I think it's just terrible to think about. Oh, why am I thinking about it?
Man. Oh my God. All right, go and boom. Worst of epilepsy is not the epilepsy attack itself, but the week after where you cannot do anything because you're so weak. And then you have many attacks, your memories get wiped out. This is why I cannot remember Oh, you have epilepsy? Holy crap, man. That sounds horrible. I'm so sorry. You can't remember half of, like... You know, it wouldn't, you know... I'm not sure what caused it in me. It might have been my PTSD from Afghanistan, but I've lost a lot of my childhood memories as well. I wouldn't expect that to make you feel better, but I understand, like, that's my way of saying, like, I understand what you're having to deal with there. I didn't expect that to be as effective as it was. I really like this, fuck you. Okay. Let's go. Okay, that is, yeah. So I wasn't there. Is that the dog that caused that explosion, that fire damage on me? Radiation, insulating. Is that going to give me more heat? More fire damage reduction rate? No. You have medication that suppresses the epilepsy really good, but took a long time, more than 5 years, until you got the perfect medication. It's still not perfect. I understand that as well. We're still trying to figure out a good dosage for my ADHD, to get my ADHD under control, and it's actually starting to cause problems at work. And it's not like, oh my god, you're bad at your job or anything like that. It's more... I see. This is gonna be a fucking... Oh, great! The poison swamps! Yay! Again, you know, I understand how frustrating that can be, but have you, I know that this is, it's a very common thing that's done here in the States. I don't know if this is something that's, done over in Germany. You guys have like a service dog program. Would you be able to like put in an application to... Motherfucker. Okay. Alright, we're gonna, most recent Stargazer. We're not gonna, I'm not about to die to this guy because fucking John Wayne Gacy looking motherfucker right there wanted to take some pot shots at me. So we'll do this area again, I don't mind. But yeah, I know here, like stateside, we have a really good system about getting people who have situations like with what you're dealing with. They're able to get like service animals that essentially can detect when they're about to have an episode, and so that allows the person with epilepsy to then get themselves situated in a place where, you know, it's less dangerous for them to have that attack. I know here in the States we have a lot of programs that kind of help with stuff like that. But I don't know if that's a thing over in Germany. Worse was the medicine it had a side effect of like depression, fear. He got depressed, and well, I'm always here if you need to talk. I'm gonna go ahead and put that out there right now. I've been in your shoes. If you ever need to talk or anything like that, you know, find me on Discord. Hell, look me up on, you know, I got my Blue Sky link in link down in the bio. if you ever just need someone to chat with, I'm more than happy to sit there and talk with you as best I can. I know that we're not even on the same continent, but that doesn't change the fact that you're a human being and might need that help. That's horrible, but there's also, again, well, I don't know. Keep in mind that the laughter is not like funny haha, it's more like, you know, kind of a nervous tick. Oh, that's what it was. Okay, I see now. Suicidal thoughts, and even after you took the medicine, you're no longer still. Have you been checked for depression? God, this fucking thing is so aggravating. Get over here. Calm the fuck down, you annoying prick. I know, again, I know stateside that we have numbers that can, that you could reach out to for support, but unfortunately I don't know what social services Germany has to offer. But I will say that, you know, since I've been in your shoes and I understand what that's like, you know, like I said, I will make myself available as best I can if you ever need somebody to talk to about anything. Because, you know, I've been in that situation where I've thought about, had some dark thoughts, if you will. And it is attributed to the PTSD. I didn't understand what was going on. I didn't have a support network. I didn't see an end to what was going on. And so I was like, well, if I want out of this situation, this feels like, it felt like my only option. All right, and then here comes the John Wayne Gacy motherfucker. Fucker, man. How the fuck are you able to go so fucking far, you doofy little fucking, how are you able to like reach across? My God. Oh, great, it has a hitbox on the way back, too. Fucking cool. Alright, well... Bye. Fucking dealing with that fucking idiot. Oh, great, no, I think I have to deal with that fucking idiot. Bye. Holy shit. Just fucking go. Get the fuck away from that thing. Jesus, man, I can't fucking do anything. Holy shit, man. That fucking clown is such a fucking piece of shit. Your neurologist is very good, which is... and very nice, which has helped you a lot. Now I'll say it here, because side effect cannot be foreseen, and she got me with perfect medication, the medication against depression. I understand, man. I take medicine for a litany of things, so I completely understand that, like, trying to find a good fit, so to speak, is all you're kind of... It sounds like that's what you're looking for, is just a good fit. And I know how hard that can be. In unrelated news, Annie made a new friend last night. I don't think that the cat is aware that Annie made a new friend, though. And that Annie now sees the cat as her friend. I have never seen a cat freak out so much in my entire life. And it was probably one of the... Like, it's mean to say that it was funny, but like, there's no other way to describe the whole interaction. So, like, we did it very carefully because, again, my girlfriend's cat's 18 fucking years old. We can't just be like... You know, just like, hey, here's a fucking dog. She's made a lot of friends. She's got, there's a dog here named Gracie that, we haven't seen her in the past couple days, but we see her, well, I did see her yesterday, but it was after work and I was on the phone with people from work, so. Fuck off, you stupid fucking weird thing. You're not even a fucking dog. God, Lord fucking knows what you are. So, like, because this cat's like a bajillion years old, we decided the best course of action for this would be to introduce her to the dog in her home. So, like, we went over to my girlfriend's place and we brought the dog. Brought the dog there. And then we just, like, I basically came in downstairs and I was just, like, she was sitting upstairs on the couch with the cat. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna come on down. And she's like, all right, we're here, like, you know, here being, like, on the couch, ready. And so, like, I kind of slowly went upstairs with Annie, and I was, like, you know, one step at a time, very loud. Like, I was making all, like, Annie was making all these noises. She was, like, she was happy as could be. She's just like, oh my god, this new house, all these new smells. I think she's able to smell the cat, too. Can I fucking, like, actually do anything besides fucking die to this goddamn clown? I would like that. I would like to be able to play the game past this point. Right, there's the fucking clown. Here, send in the clowns. Here comes the clown. Fucking Christ, man. No. Whoop. Can't speak to people very... Yeah. No, that... This is... I can tell this area is gonna piss me the fuck off. And it's not because of, oh, enemy's hard or whatever. It's that fucking... I hate that fucking clown enemy, and, like, there's no other words to describe it other than I fucking hate that piece of shit. Cool, I'm so glad that you're able to, like, run at me and, like, fucking teleport into me. And that I can't fucking guard for shit. Jesus Christ, this fucking... My biggest issue with this game isn't like the difficulty. It's that this guard mechanic is very, very jank. Use the Stargazer. Fucking Lord knows. I can't go into that area without some sort of help, and there you are, big boy. I took a little bit of damage here. I'm not going to lose my mind over that, though. Oh my god, man. Disco Elysium. I've seen somebody else play it. I haven't played it myself. That's not the type of... Yes, I would agree that it's a very good game. It's not a game that I think I would have fun with. As to your other message, I do have a lot of... I struggle with social skills as well. That's kind of, you know, where my autism comes from. But yeah, socializing with other people is not something that I seek out regularly, just because, well, like I've said, one of those lovely things about a generalized anxiety disorder is you don't look at things rationally. It's always like catastrophizing. We're really good at that. I am really, really good at catastrophizing. Getting back to Disco Elysium, though, I've seen the entire game. Well, I've seen somebody play through the whole game. I don't know if it was the entire game, but they got credits. But I've never played it myself. Well, I've seen it's a funny game. Like there's one character I've quoted many times in the past. I don't know the character's name. All I know is that they would say, yeah, hardcore! Hardcore to the max! For some reason, I don't know why, I thought that was the funniest shit on the planet at the time. Alright, John Wayne Gacy, get your fucking fat ass down here. We don't have all day. Really don't have a lot of time. Move it, move it, move it. Let's go. Come on, tons of fun. Fucking go! Book it, bitch! Hey? That fucking clown is still fucking following me. Holy shit, man. Fucking brute force this shit. Let's fucking go. Okay. Alright, I think the clown might be stuck. You bought Disco Elysium on Steam sale because it looked interesting? Yeah, it's a really good game if you haven't played it before. Yeah. I would say Disco Elysium is probably one of those games that's considered, like, you know, universally... Like, I can't think of any, like, one person or scenario in which somebody would be like, yeah, Disco Elysium sucks, man. Fuck that game. I don't think that'll happen. Alright. Well, you look like a massive threat. But we're gonna put a pin in that for now. I would like to maybe find a Stargazer that doesn't have me going through that fucking clown that I don't want to fight and deal with. It'd be nice to not have to do that. I think, yeah, now I don't have to do that, right? Because,
Those damn alchemists. The terms of the bargain, almost intolerable. Well, it's not like I care about those hotel people anyway. But there are limits.
oh, we found him. I was looking for him last night. Or not last night, but Monday.
How do you do? It's quite odd that we should meet in a place like this. Oh, don't pretend surprised that I got here before you. After all, I can elude the darkest monsters, the loftiest beings. In fairness, I do benefit from your prowess as well. I shall tell you something, since we're nearly peers. They say a terrible monster lives on the cliff at the end of the swamp. It behaves like a crow, gathering shiny things. I have absconded with treasures from its lair. Rare parts and weapons, worthy of a hero. That catch your interest? If you're hunting ergo monsters, you might put that friendly tip to use. You're a worthy hunter, and it is worthy prey. Show that swamp monster what you're capable of. You're a worthy hunter, and it...
I wanted to see what else you had, though. Temporarily increases physical physical damage upon it. Ooh. I don't know how I feel about this thing, but it's not even really hype. Yeah, stupid projects. You've made a sketch where you were a reporter in high school. You don't know why. You thought it would be the perfect idea to debate your face to G-Man from the Half-Life series. I mean,
You're a worthy hunter.
I wouldn't call stuff like that like stupid though.
What's this? A gift for a rescuer. From a technician girl. I don't remember. I've saved so many of the common people. Anyway, thank her, I suppose. Oh. Oh dear. My God, I never did like that girl. She's just like him. Oh, I thought you had better taste than this. How disappointing. Get these rags out of my... You're a worthy hunter.
Getting back to the original thought, I wouldn't call stuff like that a stupid project, though. Well, I wouldn't call the project stupid. It's probably the
You're a worthy hunter.
The upper, you're talking about this, the 7-coiled spring sword. Yeah, I used this when I was playing on console. It's a nice weapon. I'm trying to get away from using like Gigantor, like heavy style weapons though. Aha! There we go. Now I can go back up here. And there's that dude on top of that ladder, in that room on top of the ladder, and we can go fight him. And the spear, you mean the trident? And both of them, like, I looked at them earlier in the run, yeah. Kind of feeling a bit meh about them both. Holy shit, dude! Have you attacked enough? I don't think you've. It's been like a non-stop, constant string. He never stops attacking, apparently. What a punk. Broke his weapon and everything. Recharged amulet? Yes. I think yes. I like that very, very much. It's a shame this game doesn't let you hit the NPCs when you think they're being a jerk. Though I don't really want him gone. Oh, okay. Okay. I don't really want him gone. I want him to be less of a dick. 5 favorite bosses and 5 hated bosses from Elden Ring. Main and DLC. I'd like to combine them because it's kind of it's hard to like differentiate that much. There's obviously Millennia's a fun boss fight. We'll start with the. Hold on, there we go. So that dog doesn't blow up in my face while I'm trying to recall Elden Ring bosses. I can tell you a lot of my most hated bosses will probably be from the DLC. Like, I did not like the Consort Radahn. I didn't like that they used Radahn again. Like, this was their chance to do something really, really cool for that final DLC boss. And they went with fucking Radahn. I don't like that. So he would be one of my, you know, most hated, I guess you could say, bosses. But Millennia would be one of my favorites. She, you know, we've discussed this before, how, you know, Waterfowl is the only issue we both seem to have with that boss fight. Was it, I can never remember the names because they're all so similar. Was it R'Lana or Rennala? The chick with the 2 swords in the DLC? That was a really fun fight, especially when you get in the second phase and she brings up both swords and they're like, you know, she's using like the moon to attack you and shit like that. Like it was enough to kind of keep me, kind of like keep you on your toes, paying attention, like everything that's going on, all that shit. It was a very fast-paced fight. I remember my initial impressions of that fight were, holy shit, this is really good. All right. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to. Oh God. Okay, this is just gonna be okay. Can Peepo run towards that goddamn entrance? Yeah, I see you, dude. Don't worry. I see and hear you. Fuck you guys. You can sit down there and do all the attacking you want. You guys, I'd like a word with you, sir. Can I use it? I want to use it. Let me get back to that boss discussion that we were having. So there's Rolana, there's Melania. After fighting her more, I found Renala to be more fun, even if you don't like. You didn't like her on your first playthrough? Is there a reason for that, or just? Oh, I know what that is. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I can't imagine, like, I don't know, my initial impressions of her was like, wow, this is a really cool boss fight. I'm having a lot of fun with this. And eventually I did get to the point where I was like, you know, raging and yelling like, oh my god, fuck this boss and all that other crap. But that's just, you know, for me, that's just part of the process. What? And sit the fuck down. Oh my god, I let one of the fucking... I should just like go ahead and put down the controller and go, and actually I do need to do that. Your playstyle was countered by her. What was your playstyle? Actually, hold that thought. I do need to take a short break and go check on Annie. I didn't realize how much